So the put you on the spot question. Not that I'll do this every time, but if I think of one of those, I want to do it. Over under that Apple enters the automotive market.
Oh, I think they're going to do it.
Okay.
I think they're going to do it. Right. I think there's too much going on. Right. They're clearly spending a lot of money on something.
Yes.
Right. Foxconn, for its part, is doing everything they can to make themselves look appealing as a partner to Apple. Right. I mean, like Foxconn is buying, building, acquiring every kind of conceivable part of the supply chain for autos. It's going to be very hard for them to do it, but they're investing tens of billions of dollars into all this. And I really don't think they would have done that if they didn't think there was Apple coming. Like, they'll get some domestic business from China, but I don't think they would have done it without someone like Apple giving them some kind of indication. So from what we can tell from the supply chain side of things, I think Apple will do it. I think it's still many years away. I think they thought they were originally going to do an autonomous car, and they realized how hard that was actually going to be, so they had to scale back. But I think they can do it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I had gone back and forth with this for years, but even if you just look at, like I said, the market size opportunity, they need a tiny share of that market for it to be the iPhone size of the business, which makes it interesting. They do chips as good as anybody, puts them well positioned. They make very specific design product decisions in terms of look and feel, puts them in a good position. And interestingly, I don't know if you noticed this, but in the supply constraints for cars, a lot of people who bought cars over the last few years and many car manufacturers and their retailers are moving to this model. People got really comfortable ordering cars online because what you wanted, you couldn't get. And so you basically say, this is what I want, and you're just my sales channel. And then, I'm getting now this custom or not custom, but when it's available, I'm getting it. So if Apple doesn't need gigantic retail lots, right, because they can show them in some showcase stores and let you customize online, kind of like Tesla does, the market moves in that direction. It's even more in their favor. So it makes a lot of sense from them from a strategic standpoint.
So interesting though. Benedict Evans and I had this debate last year, which was, what can Apple actually do to differentiate? Like, what's going to make a car an Apple car as opposed to every other car in the market? And I think that's the tricky one. It's like, what's really going to be different here? Because it's still going to have a steering wheel and pedals, and is it just going to be all white and chrome on the inside? Right? What's going to be different?
Well, they make colored stuff now. The color will change every year based on what the palette is. Like next year's models will be fuchsia and salmon pink and whatever the hot color is to go with your iPhone. Or maybe they become hardware as a business. You get your car every 5 years and you pay them. Like this has been our philosophy. I know it's yours too. It's the same with Horace's, is that they get more into this idea that you just pay them a lump sum and you just get all your hardware from them. And so they're a hardware as a service model. Cars could fit right into that, and you get a new one every 5 years, and it's got a new color.
Agreed, but I agree with that. But then the question is, what is it about the hardware that makes it so, or the hardware software combination that makes it so attractive that you're going to pay some premium for it?